The dude from Soul Food gets revenge on the monster in the family in this throwback Spike Lee horror film, Tales from the Hood. So pull out that blunt and hit that subscribe button so I can stunt. Walter, aka Little Dude from Soul Food, pulls up to his new school, and apparently his classmates aren't feeling him or his 90s haircut, which results in him throwing hands at recess.
Yeah, we don't like punk, not a punk, and not punk. Who you showing, man?
Bob Marley hears the ruckus outside and dashes to the scene to break the boys up. He then takes Walter to the nurse. She checks Soul Food injuries out and quickly fills in the teacher on her findings.
How's the little warrior doing?
He's got a thick head. I am worried about that, though.
Did Tyrone hit you in the eye?
That didn't just happen. It's a couple of days old. Look at the coloring.
Pause. Isn't it Miss Baxter from That's So Raven? Anyway, Mr. Marley and Miss Baxter tries to get to the bottom of who really blacked Soul Food's eye, in which he responds,
The monster.
The monster.
He came after my dad died.
I see.
They both assume that he's capping. Mr. Marley then assures Soul Food dude that if he ever needs somebody to talk to, then he's the guy for it. We then pull up on Lil Soul Food, who is awoken to some loud ruckus that is not fully revealed. Walter then arrives to school the next day, and Bob Marley automatically notices a new bruise on Soul Food's wrist. Tired of fighting his ops, Soul Food decides to stay in class and draw during recess. But Mr. Marley actually doesn't mind, as he scanned through a few of Soul Food's pics before saying,
Do you think I could talk to your mother sometime
What for?
about the monster? I mean, you've told her, haven't you?
She doesn't want to hear it.
But I think we can work something out together. Okay? Okay?
I guess so.
As Mr. Marley gets up for walking away, he mistakenly knocks over one of Soul Food's drawings. It was actually a sketch of the bully in particular. Soul Food goes to retrieve it, following the drawing up seconds later. Meanwhile, at recess, the light-skinned villain collapsed out of nowhere, breaking both of his arms and legs all at once. And the staff seems to be dumbfounded on how it happened.
What happened to him? He was running in the building after recess and fell down the stairs.
Well, did somebody shove him?
No, he just fell. Sort of collapsed. But you know, it makes no sense. How do you break both arms and legs falling down? Boy must have had weak bones.
Mr. Marley then pulls up on Lil Soul Food for that home visit he owes. Miss Proud greets Mr. Marley at the door in a 3304 way and lets him in. Bob Marley begins to ask Trudy questions about the bruises that Soul Food always have on his body, in which she shuts down the claims and blames it on Soul Food being clumsy. Marley then asks Trudy about the monster Soul Food always drawing, which seemed to struck a nerve with Penny Proudmother.
Walter!
Listen, there's no need to bring Walter
Look.
into this.
I told that boy about going on with these stories. I can't have it. Walter! I said get your narrow behind in this kitchen now!
Miss Johnson, I just came to talk to you.
Get over here. What is your problem?
Out of nowhere, Trudy's boyfriend ends up pulling up to the crib. You would think that Trudy was single, with all the moves she was throwing on our homie Marley. Even though Dude from Living Color is bothered by Mr. Marley's presence, he is still open to talk with the concerned teacher. Marley then starts to ask Trudy's boyfriend about Soul Food's drawings in particular, in which he replies,
I will talk to him.
then orders for Mr. Marley to leave, and that's when all hell broke loose. Trudy's boyfriend went straight to Soul Food's room to release havoc. In this scene, Trudy's boyfriend, Shadow, is a figure of a monster. Trudy tries to save her son, but sadly she ended up getting that ass beat. Marley sees the fuck shit from outside and rushes in to try to save the night, but he failed miserably. Then all of a sudden, Soul Food remembers what his classmate told him the other day.
Lori told me to draw it. Then we'll destroy it, and the monster's gonna go away.
Lori that sits behind you.
We're gonna burn him up.
Destroying the monster drawing, in return killing the abuser right in front of our eyes. Soul Food Dude then ends it all, burning the balled up drawing on the stove. I guess the moral of the story is that the real monsters are just heartless human beings.